cave in which it is believed that a king had killed his queen. Its sign is the red blood-like water inside the cave. Knowing all this, these four friends go inside the cave without any fear. And then, after hearing what happened to them, you will also be surprised. And before watching the video, do wear headphones, because the breath is going to go up and down. When this boy named Gregory Brain was a child, he was part of a squad team at that time, in which he used to do a lot of activities. Because of this, Brain used to enjoy road trips, hiking, and camping. On Sunday, 29th January 2017, Greg and his three friends decide to go to a park called Wild Anapa State. All the people had decided from home that today is a holiday. They will enjoy the whole day. And such happiness begins on this day when these people reach this wild park, because this park was more beautiful than the photos. And there was also a very big black sand beach on the side of the park, which was increasing the beauty of this cave even more, with which lava tubes, blowholes, and of course caves were also full inside this park. But who knew when this beautiful looking park would kill someone? Because at the start of this park, there were a lot of boards, which used to show signs that more water can come at this place at any time. Anyone can get electrocuted, or such incidents usually happen at this place. And next to this place was the Wild Anapa Caves, about which it is said that in one of these caves, the king killed his queen, because of which for many days of the year, the water inside this cave turns red like blood. The people living around the cave believed that the water of the cave is red, so that people should be reminded that the queen was killed by the king at this place. And with this, it was also believed that there is such a passage inside, which no one has been able to discover and cross till date. And when Gregory finds out about this thing, he went crazy to explore this cave. After visiting the whole park, these people reach a pool at the entrance of this cave. All these friends were wearing swimming goggles, and while wearing shorts, they jumped into this swimming pool. They were having a lot of fun in the cold water, and all the people just wanted to have fun by staying up. But Gregory was so excited that he wanted to go inside this pool and explore the cave. So Gregory starts going into that dark passage that goes straight into the cave. And this part of the cave was considered a restricted area to go inside, many boards of which were also installed inside this pool. This cave was more dangerous because natural water used to come inside it, which means that at any time, the amount of water inside the cave can be more or less. And more than that, the fear inside was that as soon as you go ahead of the pool towards the cave, then the deep black darkness will drive you crazy inside, because you will not be able to see anything around. But when Gregory tells his girlfriend and two other friends that he wants to go inside this cave, then all the people start stopping him and tell him that you should not go inside it. And Gregory says that I will not go too far. I will only come back from ahead. After which his other friend boy also agrees to go inside. And both the girls were still saying that we should not go inside. Neither did we plan to go inside this cave, and neither do we have any such thing that can help us inside. So in the middle of this argument, Gregory takes out his phone, which he had already put inside a plastic bag. So he turns on the flashlight of that phone, with which he can help him see inside the cave. And just like that, he enters this cave with his other friend. The way to the cave was so tight that at one time only one person could go ahead. So Gregory goes ahead and his friend behind. As soon as they enter the cave, they take their first danger, in which they had already come to know that the water level inside the cave is slowly going up. And if there was a sensible person in this place, he would have returned to this place without thinking. But Gregory was so eager to discover that secret passage inside that he went ahead with his friend without fear. Gregory had a phone in his hand, because of which he could see everything ahead. But his friend was following Gregory without any light. In the same way, Gregory goes ahead and sees a small passage, which was very narrow and long. So Gregory tells his friend that maybe this is the secret passage of that cave, which no one has crossed yet. So Gregory tells his friend, "You wait for me here, and I go ahead of this passage and see what comes at the end of it." But what did Gregory know? Going ahead of it is like inviting your death. Gregory was so confident that he easily crossed this big passage without the help of any oxygen. And going ahead, he gets a small secret room, inside which the water level was absolutely normal. And then at the same time, the first fall happens inside the cave, in which the light phone falls from Gregory's hand, and there was a sudden dark cloud around Gregory. He tried to catch his phone somehow, till now Gregory had made a ruckus inside the cave. He was shaking his hands and feet and trying to swim, without knowing where he came from and what is ahead. His friend standing on the other side thinks that something has happened inside, and on the other side, the amount of water inside the cave was increasing very fast. At first, these people were calling each other, but as soon as the water level starts increasing rapidly, and both start swimming towards the light source, and his friend goes back to the same place from where these people had entered, because he knew that he would not be able to help his friend in such darkness inside the cave. And there is only one way to save Gregory: go out of the cave and ask for help. By this time, the water in his lungs had started to increase, and Gregory felt that he would be killed now. No one can save him in any way. And then a miracle happens. While swimming, he goes towards an air pocket, and inside the cave, he finds a small place to breathe. By this time, his friend goes back to the girls and tells them that Gregory is trapped inside the cave. Hearing this, the girls get scared, after which Gregory's friend thinks that if he asks for help from behind, it will take a lot of time. So he himself goes back inside the cave to save his friend, to save his life, the place from where Gregory had gone inside. By going to the same place, his friend gets his phone lying down, whose flashlight was still on, but he did not find any sign of Gregory at that place. After which, the side of the passage where he got the phone, he starts swimming inside the same side, and the other side, Gregory, who did not have any light source, after which he goes to a small passage at the end of the cave. As soon as he goes ahead, he gets some more air pockets, in which he breathes, and his friend goes back to the girls after finding him in the water for a long time, and he gives his phone to Gregory's girlfriend, after which he also finds out that Gregory has not been found yet. And at 1 o'clock, Gregory's girlfriend calls the fire department, in which the big miracle was that the fire department reaches the cave in just 10 minutes, and they soon realize that going inside is going to be very complicated, after which they call the professional divers, who had all the equipment to go inside the cave and save Gregory's life. Without wasting much time, this team soon goes inside the cave, and inside he sees such a thing. After seeing this, his own mind gets very bad, because inside the cave he gets Gregory's floating body, and he found out that Gregory has been killed so far, and after 4 hours, Gregory's body is brought out of the cave. Similarly, an Indian girl has been trapped inside the cave. Go to the video and see if that girl was able to survive or not.